So you want to get started tracking your food in MyFitnessPal. I've got you covered in this video. I've been meaning to put together a quick and simple tutorial video on how to use the app most effectively to send my new clients to make sure they're seeing the best results. So here we go. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the app, how to track your calories or macros, how I log various foods in the app, and I'll cover the free versus premium version. And just to be clear, I'm not sponsored by MyFitnessPal. They're not paying me any money to make this video. MyFitnessPal is owned by Under Armour and they make millions and millions and millions of dollars. They don't need me to promote them. So how to set up the app for your goals. Let's get into it. It's important to realize that MyFitnessPal is a great tool for tracking your food, but they literally suck at prescribing each individual the right amount of calories and the right amount of proteins, carbs, and fats for your goals. The app is not a personal trainer or a nutritionist or a fitness professional, and you should get your target calories or macros from your coach or from your nutritionist, or by doing your own research and coming up with an amount of calories that you think is appropriate for you. So the first thing we want to do is set our custom calories or macros for our goals and not go with the ones the app is recommending to us. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the menu and then goals, then calorie, carbs, protein, and fat goals, and then set your custom targets right there. The next important thing we want to set is to make sure the app isn't telling you to eat back the calories that you burn off through exercise, which it does automatically tell each person to do, and we really don't want to have this turned on. So you're going to go to the menu and then goals, and then scroll to the very bottom and click on exercise calories and make sure that is turned off. And there we go. You're all set up to start logging your food. So let me show you exactly how to do that. You're gonna go into the diary section where you can log what you ate for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and for snacks. Now, I have the premium version of the app, which I'll address in a few minutes, but the main feature of the premium version is being able to use the barcode scanner, which makes it incredibly easy to track any foods that have a barcode label on it. Because you go to add food and simply take a picture of the barcode of that food, and it automatically enters in all the nutrition information right into your diary. So for example, this pure protein bar, it has 200 calories, 5 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein, and 18 grams of carbs. And if I take a picture of the barcode, it enters all that information right into the app. Now, if you have the free version of the app and can't use the barcode scanner, this is exactly how I would track this. I would go to the diary and then click add food. And then I would go into the search bar at the top and I would type in the brand and the product that I'm tracking. So in this case, it's a pure protein bar, that's the brand. And I'm gonna type in the exact product, which is the birthday cake flavor. So I'm typing in pure protein birthday cake bar. And there you go. I'm gonna pick one of these top options where the macros equal what's on the label here. And it's that simple. Now let me show you how to track a few things that don't have a barcode, like fruit. So I'm having this Oikos Greek yogurt with some raspberries. So I'm gonna use the barcode scanner to just scan in the Oikos Greek yogurt. I'm gonna put the yogurt in this bowl and I'm gonna place it on my food scale. Then I'm gonna turn it on once it's already on the food scale so that it's zeroed out. And then I'm simply gonna add the amount of raspberries that I wanna eat. In this case, I'm gonna eat about 50 grams of raspberries. So I add raspberries until I get to 50. And then this is how I'm gonna track the raspberries in MyFitnessPal. I'm gonna go to add food, and then I'm gonna go to the search bar up top. I'm gonna type in raspberries. I'm gonna select this one here, and I'm gonna adjust it to make sure that the portion size I'm entering is that 50 grams in weight. And as you can see, 50 grams of raspberries is about 6 grams of carbs, no fats, no protein. And I would do the exact same thing for any fruit, for a banana, for an apple, for strawberries. I would weigh it on the food scale, then use the search bar to find that fruit, and I'd adjust the portion size to be the exact amount of grams that I'm eating. And I recommend doing it this way because the portion size that you're having really does impact the amount of carbs and calories that you're eating. For example, I've had bananas that have been as low as 18 or 20 grams of carbs, and then I've had bigger bananas that are up to like 45 or 50 grams of carbs. That's a pretty big difference. Now, let's say I wanted to add some granola to this yogurt as well. How would I go about tracking that? I'd keep the bowl on the food scale and turn it on and then off to zero it out. Or in my case, this food scale, it has a zeroed out button, so you can just press that and it totally zeroes out the scale. And I'd have a look at the nutrition label of the granola, and what it says is that one serving is 65 grams. So I'm gonna continue adding granola to the bowl until I reach just about 65 grams. And to track this in MyFitnessPal, if you have the barcode scanner, obviously just scan the barcode of the granola and you're good to go. But if you have the free version of the app, what you're gonna do is just search for this exact brand and product in the search bar. So you're gonna go to Add Food, go to the search bar at the top, and I'm gonna type in Nature Valley, protein granola, oats and honey. And there we go, the very top search result equals the exact macros of this: 40 grams of carbs, 7 fat, and 13 protein. And there we go, it took me 5 seconds. And you can do this if you're eating out as well. If you're eating at a chain restaurant like Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, Applebee's, Chili's, Burger King, I don't know, you name it, any of these chain restaurants, you type in the name of the restaurant and then the exact order that you got. So you could type in Dunkin' Donuts egg white bites and MyFitnessPal will pull it up. And when it comes to tracking a more complicated recipe that you might make at home, like a homemade meal, I recommend tracking each ingredient individually. So for example, if you're making like a stir fry with ground beef, vegetables, soy sauce, olive oil, maybe you throw some butter in there, track the beef alone by itself. Then separately go in and add the mixed vegetables. Then add the olive oil separately, and so on. It really only takes a minute or two, and it's going to be infinitely more accurate compared to if you just use the search bar and search for something generic like beef stir fry, right? You're gonna get a million different things and search results that realistically are probably not gonna be close to what you just made. So should you stick with the free version of MyFitnessPal or should you upgrade to the premium version? First of all, I made a whole video just about the different features and the difference between the two, so I'll flash that on the screen at the end of this video, and you can click on that and have a look at that video if you want to. But to be honest, I've always recommended sticking with the free version until you've proven that you're consistently going to track your food. So for example, on day one, I wouldn't recommend upgrading to premium. Maybe track with the free version for 60 days, prove to yourself that it's a habit that you're able to do every day, and then you can upgrade to premium. That being said, if you don't really care about the money and you want to upgrade to premium right away just to get the barcode scanning feature, which makes it way easier, of course, absolutely go ahead and do that. I think I used the free version of the app for like 3 or 4 years, believe it or not, before upgrading to premium. But to be fair, when I was doing that, many years ago, the barcode scanning feature was part of the free version as well. And I probably would have upgraded sooner if the barcode scanner was only a paid feature. But let me be clear about this part. If you're not using a food scale to help track your food more accurately, I definitely don't recommend upgrading to the premium version of MyFitnessPal. And the reason for that is simply, if you're not using a food scale, unfortunately, you're probably not tracking accurately. And again, that's the unfortunate truth. This is coming from a coach who's worked with hundreds of clients over the years, and I can confidently say if you're not using a food scale and you've never used a food scale before, and you're just eyeballing your portion sizes, it's really wishful thinking that you're tracking even decently accurately. I personally was very resistant to using a food scale at the beginning. I thought it was gonna take so much extra time. I just didn't wanna do it. And as a result, I tracked completely inaccurately for a couple years. So if you're not tracking your food accurately to start, there's no point in upgrading to a premium version of something that you're not even doing accurately to begin with. All this being said, I do have the premium version of the app myself, but I've been tracking for years. I know I'm gonna be doing it every single day. I know it's only gonna take a couple minutes out of my day. And I know it's an activity that's gonna lead to generating the results that I want in my fitness. So for me, it's a no-brainer and it's worth it. But if it's not worth it to you at this point in your journey where you're at now, that's totally fine. It wasn't worth it to me to upgrade to premium, 6 years ago. Now, some of the premium features that I use and I feel like help make it worth it are obviously, number one is the barcode scanner. That alone is probably worth upgrading to premium at some point. Number two, though, is the ability to set your exact custom macros in the app. So what I mean is, if you wanna aim for 215 grams of protein per day, you can set your target to exactly 215 grams. But in the free version of the app, you can only set your target protein and carbs and fats as a percentage of your total calories. So you can set your protein to 25% or 30% of your calories. But that's not always going to equate to the exact amount of grams that you want. It may not be exactly 215 grams. It may be 222 grams, or it may be 211 grams, and that's the closest you'll be able to get. So that's slightly annoying, and you'll have to just remember in your head, hey, I'm not actually aiming for 211, I'm aiming for 215. The quick add feature is also one that I find myself using multiple times a week with the premium version. So if you're doing a quick add of a meal that you're eating because it doesn't have a barcode or you can't find it in the search feature, or you're estimating what the macros are, maybe it's a meal you ate out and that restaurant doesn't list the macros online, you can add the exact proteins, carbs, and fats of that meal that you're estimating. But in the free version, when you quick add something, you can only do the total amount of calories. So you can add 600 calories as a quick add, but you can't specify how many proteins, carbs, or fats was in that meal. Ultimately, both the free version and the premium version will yield the same exact results. It's really just a matter of if you want to pay a little bit of money for some convenience of the premium version and some time-saving features. I really hope this video was helpful, and if it was, give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel because I make new videos just like this every single week. And if you'd like to connect on social media, or apply for my Modern Man coaching program, or check out some of the free resources I have, you can go down in the description of this video and there's a few different options for you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.